Copying other singers. Is that so bad? Can it be harmful? Well, you know me, I'm always honest. I'm going to tell you some things you might not want to hear, and I will give you some solutions. I will also demonstrate in different styles. Now, you know I get a little passionate about this subject, so you better get your popcorn out. Welcome back to another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. 33 years of teaching voice, 45 years of studying voice, all different styles. My students have ranged from ultra beginners all the way through advanced touring professionals, voice teachers, choral directors, and competition winners. I always give you serious vocal technique made simple and fun. Can copying other singers' voices be harmful? Yes, and I'm going to give you the two main reasons. Number one, everyone's voice is different and not every voice is meant to do what other voices can do. I can talk for hours on this. Suffice it to say that there are certain things that you were born with that you cannot change, such as the size of your larynx, the size and shape of your vocal folds, your bone structure, the size and shape of your neck, plus much more. What works in one voice may not work in another voice and can be harmful. You see it everywhere. Now, I'm going to give you some examples, so if you don't want to hear all this, you are welcome to skip ahead. Don't even get me started on the young girls, 12, 13 years old, trying to belt like Adele and Demi Lovato when their voices might not even be ready for that. I know there are always exceptions to the rule, but I find they mostly sound the same. Tight, pinched, and nasal with that super high larynx and squeeze. I consider belting an advanced technique which can cause damage if not done correctly, especially high belt. I mean, at least lower the key and bring down the volume. Another example, the 15-year-olds that are trying to sound like 35-year-old dramatic sopranos, and then they get these fake colors by hyperextending and forcing the tongue down, which creates big problems. These types of copying are often done with extreme manipulation and muscle tension. I'm not saying that some might not sound good to a lot of people, but you can still sound good and not be singing with healthy technique. The real question is, what happens in 5 years if they continue to sing like that? A lot of singers are so intent in copying a sound that they don't realize that they're copying the singer's bad habits too. All of this overloading and squeezing the voice over time can create big vocal wobbles, vocal nodules, or just plain old vocal decline. Don't worry, we'll get to the solution in a minute. Problem number two, getting stuck in a particular vocal color or habit. Now, this may not necessarily be physically damaging, but it's incredibly limiting. I've seen singers who chased a particular sound for years, forcing and manipulating their voice to sound a certain way, and then they find they can't do anything else. Plus, they think that that's their whole voice and that's all there is to singing. Do you know how long it can take to undo that muscle memory? Years. Insisting on chasing and forcing a sound rather than discovering the full spectrum of colors in your own voice is sad, because you will never sound like your favorite singer anyway. So instead of forcing, why not develop your own true and unique voice and find out what your voice can do? Then you can go back and sing all the songs you want in a healthy way in your own voice. Okay, when is copying healthy? Well, that's how a lot of us learn songs. We hear the singer, we hear the original that we like, and we learn the melody, we learn the rhythm, and you might like what they do with their voice. That doesn't mean it's going to be exactly the same in your voice. Develop healthy technique and uncover your own beautiful sound with your free and open throat, good breath and breath support, and the magic of resonance. Resonance allows you to sing in a world of different vocal colors to which you can apply to practically whatever song you want to sing in your healthy voice. Of course, you should continue to challenge yourself in all of these different ways, but you will ultimately sound better and have more fun when you embrace what's unique about your voice. See my playlists on Find and Develop Your True Voice, Better Tone Quality, and also on Resonance, and I'll enclose all of the links in the description box below. Here are some examples of me singing in different styles, adjusting my tone and approach, but in my own voice. What about this? There were bells in the sky, but I never heard them ringing. Isn't she lovely? Isn't she marvelous? You can cry me a river, cry me a river. I cried a river over you. Or what about, I will always love you. And finally, Vittoria, 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 mio cuore. So how do we develop our true, full-bodied voice with all of the different colors and textures available to us, with specific vocal exercises? In my audio exercise training program, Victoria's Vocal Exercise Program, I have a whole section on vocal colors, another section that teaches you how to sing with different textures and different styles. It's for all different voice types and for beginning through advanced level singers. Super affordable, and the best part is I do regular group classes with members. So see the link below and sign up right away. It is now time for Victoria's Wisdom. Discover and celebrate what your voice can do rather than forcing and limiting it. You will ultimately sound a lot better and you will have a lot more fun. I hope you have enjoyed another edition of Victoria's Vocal Tips. Don't forget to subscribe, tell your friends, leave me some comments, leave me some thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on social media and continue enjoying and celebrating your true and unique voice. And I look forward to seeing everyone again very soon.